Hey, hello, good evening everyone. We are live here on Headbanger's Kitchen on YouTube. Hey everyone, good to see you here. Before I get into conversation, questions, and a whole lot more, I'm going to tell you all to please, after you're done watching this live video, check the Headbanger's Kitchen channel. There is a whole bunch of brand new recipes, and I would love for you to check them out. And yeah, let me know what you think of the recipes. Drop a comment, smash that like button. All right, I just wanted to let you guys know, and of course, as always, please let me know which part of the world you're watching me from. Hello everyone who's joining in, good to see you all here. um, so yeah, I was a little bored today actually. It's one of those days where you just don't want to do anything. Like, I've been trying to get myself to practice more music of late, but I just didn't have the motivation today. So I was like, you know what, let me just get on to YouTube and do a live stream and kind of just say hello to everyone. And I haven't really picked a topic of conversation, but I figured I could update you on some things that are going down. And we can have a fun little chat. Thank you everyone who's joining in. Good to see you here from people from all around the world. That's really awesome, and a couple of familiar faces. Good to see you all constantly being here for my live streams. I hope you like the new look. I managed to get the logo, a little bit of our merch, and all the social media stuff as well. I said it last time as well, I'm quite enjoying this new live streaming setup that I've been able to get going. But good to see you all here. Please do make sure you check the channel after the live stream, because I've been uploading a whole bunch of new videos and I would love for you to watch them. So yeah, what's happening, what's going on in life, what is the world? Well, maybe should not get that far ahead in life, but what's up with everybody? I'd love to know what you are spending your time doing. Are you at home? Are you going to work regularly? Hope all your families are safe, and I hope you are all safe as well. So where do I begin? So I've implemented a few new things in my life. So I'm going to tell you something because I guess it's public information, because, well, my father broadcasted it on the first day. So my dad had tested positive for COVID. Don't worry, he's absolutely fine. He had mild symptoms and he basically was pretty much fine, like by the time he got his sort of test results. But as per the rules of the local municipality and the government, we have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So we've been all stuck at home, can't go anywhere, not grocery shopping, not even down for a walk. So we've been stuck at home, and yeah, so since that's happened, my father's isolated in his room. He's probably going a little mad, but the quarantine ends on Sunday. But I figured, since this was the case, I couldn't go to my studio to practice drums, which is something I do on a regular basis, which also, by the way, is my cardio. So since last week, I have started walking inside the house every day, and for the first week I did 4 kilometers every single day, 7 days, not a single break. Yeah, so as I was saying, last week 4 kilometers every day. I was actually walking post dinner, so I'd eat my dinner around 8:30. I'd be done by about 9, and 10:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. I would just walk in my living room, and I'd cover up like 4 kilometers. 1 hour I'd just be sweating and going crazy. then what happened is, well, the week got over and I decided to up that 4 km to 5 km. So for now that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today is Thursday. Today will be my 4th day of walking 5 km every day, and I feel like I'm going to make some significant steps in my fitness goals, or at least I'm hoping. And apart from doing this, I'm also doing weight training 3 times a week. So I have just been like doing dumbbell exercises because I have a set at home here with me, and yeah, I'm hoping that I will see some changes in my physique. The other thing is I've also trying some new diets. I'm actually trying a more high protein diet right now, because that's one of the things I like to do. I like to experiment and see how I feel on different diets, what I can get out of it. So yeah, I mean, that's what I've been up to. So it's been a lot of chicken and ground beef and stuff like that. And one of the things I really feel I gain from doing all these various diets is gaining knowledge, and not just one kind of knowledge. So, you know, if I was only doing keto and I was like, and this became sort of my blinders, you know, and I'm sure that's fine for some people, but it's not me, you know. You kind of, you don't get any other perspective when it comes to eating. So for me, I like to keep my eyes open. You know, keto can be the main thing, but doing all these various different kinds of diets gives me different perspectives on just eating habits and how things work, and the different kinds of results that different scientific tests have shown and studies have shown. So for me, it's something that I think that's what I enjoy, because I think that's me as a person, you know. I think a lot of, I'm going to get a little philosophical now, a lot of life is spent trying to understand who we are, and a lot of life is accepting who you are. You know, we talk about accepting who we are, that's the real thing, and this goes way back. So as a kid, I could never complete a paragraph of writing without my handwriting changing at least 3 times. It does not even look like the same person wrote the same paragraph, which is of course terrible for writing checks because it's so hard to sign the same thing twice. And even when I became a musician, so as some of you know, I am a musician. I am a heavy metal musician. I write extreme metal music, but even in that music, I could never stick to like so for those who are not familiar with heavy metal music, there are a lot of sub-genres. So there's like, you know, heavy metal, which is the overarching style of like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest and all that. And then there is like a lot more extreme stuff, but that has a lot of subdivisions. So there is like death metal, black metal, doom metal, thrash metal, melodic metal, power metal. And as a musician, while I did stick to heavy metal, my own music was always a mishmash of all these styles. So you know, it's hard to even put my music as, it's not only death metal and it's not only black metal and it's not only melodic, it's got elements of everything. Just like that paragraph that I wrote as a kid with 3 different handwritings. And I'm kind of seeing it now, even as a person on YouTube and doing videos. I mean, on this channel itself, I did vegan vlogs, carnivore vlogs, vegetarian keto, vegan keto, keto with high fat, keto with moderate fat, egg fast. I changed, I started a new YouTube channel where I did eating Indian food to lose weight, potato diet, military diet. I did some low fat recipes on this channel as well. I don't do just one kind of keto recipes. I do Indian, Thai food, Hungarian food, American, Italian, Greek. Like, it's food is the food and diet is the overarching theme, but I like to encompass everything, and I think that's something I'm trying really hard to accept about myself. Like, as a YouTuber, you're often thinking about, you, the audience, like what do they want to watch? Will they like what I'm doing? People are following me because I'm doing the keto diet. What happens if I post something that's not keto? Like, these are a lot of things that affect me, at least as a YouTuber, and they're things that I think about a lot. And it's trying to find that balance of saying, are they watching this for me, or are they watching it just because they want recipes? And when I make new videos, what am I going to do? Like, do I just give the audience what they want? Do I be true to myself, and if I'm doing something that's not keto, do I put it here? I mean, it's been a constant sort of thing, which is why I started a second channel. Then I haven't posted on that channel in like I think 6 months now. So yeah, just some musings of mine. I've been thinking about these kind of things. Do you guys ever go through stuff like this? Do you ever overthink things like this, or are you just like, this is me, this is my purpose, and I know what I'm doing? Hey, my wife is on the chat. Hello. By the way, if you're seeing these beautiful plants in my room, this is all my wife's doing. She's got a whole bunch of plants here, and we've got a plant there, and we've actually got a little garden growing here now on the window, which you can't see right now because I can't move the camera because it's connected to the table. But yeah, so just like little musings of mine for this evening. But yeah, so a little bit of a new diet, little bit of a new exercise routine, and looking forward to seeing where it goes. So one thing actually that has kind of I'm kind of seeing when I do this other form of diet, which is more high protein, low fat, is that what, carbs are the most fun when there is fat involved. Like bread without butter, I couldn't care less for it. Rice without a nice curry or gravy which is nice and rich is not fun. Pasta without olive oil or pesto, or a meat sauce, it's not fun. So definitely I feel like when you're eating keto, like fat on its own with protein is a far more enjoyable eating experience. But it's kind of just that, because when you think of carbs, you're not thinking of boring carbs. Like a lot of people miss carbs on keto, fair enough, but they're not realizing that the carb and fat combo is not the best or not the ideal combo for your health. So yeah, just things you think about when you do different diets. I only miss rice, everything else I haven't had an issue with. Yeah, I mean, it's like I miss sourdough when I'm on keto. I absolutely love sourdough bread, and my wife makes some of the best sourdough bread this side of the planet, or even that side. I don't actually know why I said this side, because it's in general she makes great sourdough. But I really miss that on keto. But you know what, I think I've gone off keto enough times to not really miss it when I'm on keto. Pete W makes an interesting point. I recently have been eating real rye bread. Shocked to see I have lost weight. Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. I've said this constantly, and I don't agree with keto YouTubers who don't agree with this. But here's the thing, you can eat pizza and lose weight. You can eat donuts and lose weight. You can eat ice cream and lose weight. You can eat bread, rice, pasta, all these foods and lose weight. Losing weight is not difficult. It is simply eating in a calorie deficit. You know, if you need 2000 calories in a day to just maintain your weight, and you are eating one pizza of 1500 calories every day, you will lose weight eating that pizza. Now the question is whether that's giving your body adequate nutrition, whether it is satiating you and keeping you satisfied through the day, whether that makes you feel good. These are all different questions. These are the other reasons we pick certain diets, certain foods. But at the end of the day, when it comes to just weight loss, it is simply a matter of being in a calorie deficit. And you know, like it's just that. It is just that. We've seen people do it. We have seen so many people lose weight without doing keto, paleo, and we've seen people lose weight without doing vegan, carnivore, low fat. So what I have learned in 4 or 5 years of being intensely into the keto and the diet world, I won't say the fitness world because I'm not really muscular or anything, but watching bodybuilder after bodybuilder's day of eating videos and keto people's videos and low carb people's videos and vegan people's videos and carnivore people's videos, like I have watched it all. In fact, I think my wife thinks I've got a disorder that I watch too much YouTube and that I'm probably addicted to it, because every time she finds me on the computer, I'm watching some ripped, jacked guy giving diet advice, you know. So I've kind of seen so many videos and I've realized that the diet itself is not the issue. Like losing weight is not an issue. It's the maintenance of that weight loss. It is not doing the yo-yo dieting. It's finding a diet or a lifestyle that you can sustain. Like there are so many things in play here, you know. Krishna says, I bought your book and I'm a bit disappointed to see that there are not many Indian recipes. Hey Krishna, so ever since I was writing this book, I've always advertised it and said it is not an Indian keto cookbook. It is simply a keto cookbook of my 100 best recipes. If this book sells well, I still have to ask my publisher if it's done well. But if this sells well, I am definitely going to do a second book, and that book will be only Indian recipes. So yes, that will definitely you know, be the next cookbook if I ever do. Okay, so I'm going to reply to some comments that I saw. Okay, so one word BTS says everyone is now jumping on my case because an actress died doing keto. Okay, so for those who are, this is now I guess the third time I'm talking about this, but just to quickly bring you up to speed, an Indian actress died of a kidney failure or a kidney issue. There were articles published saying that this was because she started the keto diet. Now it's very important to know, and this is vital information that was not mentioned in any of the articles, that she had kidney issues before she started the keto diet. The articles did not have a quote or a direct piece of information from any doctor stating the actual cause of death. So obviously her publicist has gone and written a press release, put the keto diet in there and sent it to all the publications who have blindly printed it as it is. So it's very simple. She had kidney problems, and if she started the keto diet after having kidney problems and without consulting a professional, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I've said this before and I'll say it again. For any person that has any kind of medical condition, be it fatty liver, be it kidney problems, be it even if you have bloody erectile dysfunction, before you start any diet, not just keto diet, before you start any diet, please consult a professional, whether that's your doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist. Do not do any diet if you have pre-existing medical conditions without some kind of supervision. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, please don't fall for all this nonsensical stuff that goes around. Now, if you want to do so, please do so at your own risk, and please do not blame the diet if you pop it. Yes, even in India now we are seeing doctors, nutritionists start to sort of at least look more into the keto diet, you know. Also, another great way to sort of, you know, deal with naysayers of the keto diet, what I like to tell them is, please go to the hospital, go to the cardiology ward, and all the people who have had heart attacks and heart problems, please ask them what diet they are on. I'm positive that you will come back and none of them will have been on the keto diet. So yeah, in fact I'm pretty sure 90% of the patients in the hospital with dietary related ailments, none of them are on keto. So yeah. Krishna, I cannot remember a time I was able to do keto without dairy for a long time. Most of the time I just didn't enjoy it without dairy. But honestly, if you feel dairy is not working for you, do it without dairy for a week and see. Do you still track macros when you're off keto? So in fact, I am now tracking macros more than I did when I was on keto or when I've been on keto recently. Hitchi, thank you for checking out my music. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, what else? Hello to everyone watching. Thank you for being here. I'm really grateful that you are willing to spend this time watching me on YouTube, and hopefully I make it worth your while. So, what else? Do you have a certain macro ratio you try to get daily? Okay, so I'll talk a little bit more about what I'm currently doing, and I will try and give you a little bit of a few nuggets of wisdom. So like I said, right now I am more on a high protein diet. I'm not really on keto. I'm doing more protein, and because the idea is to build muscle, and I feel that this will be the easiest way for me to achieve that. So one of the things, so obviously I'm trying to get in about, let's just say, a pound of protein per, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and I think my current weight is so I have my, yeah, so I'm currently targeting 160 grams of carbs, 53 grams of fat, and 120 grams of protein. And there are two sort of things. Well, there's one thing that I realize now from doing this. So I now understand, I don't like it, but I understand now why bodybuilders are eating 12 egg whites and chugging protein shakes. Like, okay, I get it now, because there's only so much chicken breast you can eat when you have to reach this high protein level, because it's not the easiest, I have to say that. So that is one thing that I have realized, is like, yeah, okay, I still hate people who throw away the egg yolks. Like, I don't like that part of it, but I understand, and I don't like protein shakes either, but I can see their point of view now. So I understand that one thing. And now in respect with keto, what I realized is, for all those people on keto who constantly go yak about too much protein, man, unless you are eating some crazy amount of food, it is very unlikely you will cross the threshold of protein that you need in a day on keto. Like, I mean, you've got to be some serious eater to be overshooting this, because I'm telling you, now that I've upped my protein by just 40 grams more, it's not the easiest to reach, let me tell you that. And here's the other thing I realize now. Whether you are doing keto or not doing keto, protein is one of the most important macros. And if you're doing, even if you're not on keto, if you just want to lose weight, and suppose you are low carb or maybe you're low fat and you just can't do keto or any other diet, just do one thing: increase the quantity of protein in your plate. So for example, let me say your average meal would be 1 chicken breast, some vegetables on the side, and 2 toasts. The only change you should make is add 2 chicken breasts, and I guarantee you the first thing that will go from your plate is that extra piece of toast. Because if you eat, and always eat the protein first, because if you eat the protein first, you will get satiated faster, you will not eat the carbs at the end then. And that, I think, is kind of something I feel I'm getting, like, that perspective is really good for me, is like, protein is the game. If you're eating more protein, you will automatically eat less carbs. So yeah, I mean, and here's the funny thing, like, even though I'm not doing keto and I'm kind of higher carb, I just can't add the carbs to my, like, I don't have the space for it, you know. The only time I have space for high carb is when I'm not eating protein, in which case it's just fat. So for example, a pizza, it's not high protein at all, it's just high carb and high fat. But if you're eating healthy, like carbs like white rice, sweet potato, like, this stuff is difficult to eat in volume. Like, you can't eat that many of it. It's like, especially if you've got a lot of protein on the side. So these are all new perspectives that I'm getting, and I'm not just getting it from watching YouTube videos, I'm getting it from actually living that sort of idea, and I'm enjoying it, to be honest, you know. So yeah, that's my little bit of wisdom for you for today. And also, like I said a little bit earlier in the live stream, none of these carbs are fun without the fat, if you know what I'm talking about. Like, when is, like, rice with butter is enjoyable, potato with butter is enjoyable, sweet potato fries are enjoyable, but if you take out the fat, they're no fun. You know what I'm saying? And of course, sugar is like my sugar intake, even when I'm off keto, is just, it's down. Like, it's never been like, I've never been one of those people. And I don't understand people who eat things like muffins and blueberries as meals. Like, I've never been that person. Like, give me savory over sweet any day. Speaking of which, I have a question for all of you. Do you prefer sweet stuff or do you prefer savory stuff? Let me know in the comments. Let's see what's more popular, sweet or savory. Well, yes, you can like both, but if you had to give up one of them, which one would you give up? Would you give up sweet or would you give up savory? You cannot say both, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Is my coffee over? Last few sips of my black coffee. I think we might have a winner. I think most people are in the savory gang. That's good to know. By the way, if all of you can smash that like button, I'd be super grateful. Lugon, that's awesome. You work in front of the candy aisle and you're not like, yeah, you know, I don't get candy. Like, so even when it comes to sweets and sugar, I don't like candy at all. I've never really liked candy. When it comes to sweet, you know what I like? I like a proper dessert. Like, give me a slice or quarter slice of cake, give me an eclair, give me an opera cake, give me Japanese cheesecake, give me tiramisu, give me chocolate mousse. Don't give me candy. I don't like candy. I don't like chewing on those things. Candy is just not my scene at all. No candy for me. Yeah, and I don't like overtly sweet desserts. You know, I like just mildly sweet. Can I lose weight by eating keto desserts within my macros? Of course you can. Like I said earlier, weight loss is simply a calorie deficit. You can eat pizza and lose weight. Whether it's healthy or not is a debatable subject, but you can lose weight. In fact, one of these days, I'm going to, on my other channel, do some crazy stuff like that, because like the best way to win an argument is by showing people the results, right? Except that it will be no fun to actually eat pizza day in and day out for like a week. It will not be fun. Absolutely lose any love for pizza. You know, like when you do the egg fast and then you don't want to see another egg for the rest of your life. Like, that's my problem with mono diets. Like, any diet that restricts your food to just one food, no can do. Absolutely not. How do you manage saying no to food at a social gathering? So, truth be told, I'm not a social person. So, I am rarely at a social gathering to begin with. Normally, at a social gathering, I never say no. And when I do that, the next day, I just fast for as long as I can, so I can compensate. And I think this is something to really find a balance with, because you want to enjoy the social experience, but at the same time you don't want to, it's like you have one life, right? I don't know. See, the thing is, for a lot of people, myself included, moderation to do, especially during a social gathering, is tough. But you can do damage control. Even if, say, you are on keto, you've been doing well for a few weeks, you got a family thing to go to, you eat some stuff there. Now, the thing is, what do you have control over? You have control over how much of the stuff you eat at that family gathering. Okay, let's what festival is, let's say Thanksgiving. I don't know, what do you guys eat at Thanksgiving? Turkey, mashed potatoes, garlic bread, cranberry sauce, gravy, maybe some pie. Let's assume you went for a Thanksgiving dinner. You ate turkey, perfectly keto. Somebody decided to say, here's the mashed potato. You take half a spoon instead of a whole spoon. Somebody passes you garlic bread. Take one piece of garlic bread, don't take the whole damn loaf. Somebody gives you pie, take half a slice. Okay, you broke your keto. Next morning when you wake up, drink black coffee or green tea. Don't eat breakfast. Don't eat lunch. Maybe just have a omelette, a small cheese omelette for a snack in the evening. Maybe go for a workout to the gym, do some cardio and try and burn off the carbs you ate the previous day. It's okay. And this is where I think a lot of people go wrong. They are like, how do I get into keto quickly? And this is where I had a very interesting tweet today. I tweeted, I don't want to spend my life chasing ketones. I want to spend my life chasing my dreams. And that's the thing. Stop chasing ketones. If you mess up the night before, go to the gym, eat keto, your body will eventually come back to ketosis and nothing will be lost. You can lose weight even if you're off keto. You don't get a prize for being in ketosis unless somebody is giving prizes and I have not been told about this. Please let me know, is there a prize for getting into keto quicker than somebody else? I do lose a lot of train of thought reading the comments, but I'm getting practice by doing this more regularly. So that's what I'm saying, right? What is the purpose of whatever you're doing? Eventually you want to lose weight, get healthy and live a long healthy life, but you don't want to spend your entire life just checking your blood meter. I mean, if you want to, that's fine, but I certainly don't want to live my life like that. In fact, I have never ever tested my blood ketone level, just so you know. In fact, I may have never been keto in the last 4 years of my life. I wouldn't know. I have only peed on those sticks and they've turned purple a few times. Like, I know this is getting into that philosophical space, but what do you want out of your life? What do you want out of your diet? And don't say I want to eat pizza and never get fat. That's not going to happen. I mean, alright. Oh yes, never ever buy keto pills. They are a waste of your money and they are a scam. Exogenous ketones are a scam. Do not waste your money on it. Berries in small quantities are keto. Yes, they are. Look, if you eat a balanced diet, whether that's keto, vegan, paleo, carnivore, whatever, you'll be fine. yes, this is important. It's changing your relationship with food is important. That is where we have to, I think that's what we are all going to, where we can enjoy food but not obsess about it, where we can eat things that we enjoy but not to the point that we are gaining weight constantly. I think that is where we all want to be, at that perfect spot. I think, you know, how can I control my sugar cravings? I guess maybe by starting to moderate the amount of sugar you eat. So Jeff, do I think it's good to have cheat days? I mean, there's so much of information I have to share about, like, and I think a lot of fitness YouTubers will say this, the whole idea of a cheat meal is itself wrong, because what we're doing is we're creating a reward system for food, which puts your whatever you're eating on a daily basis as like a punishment or a not fun thing to do. It's like, I am eating broccoli, chicken and rice 5 days a week, or I'm eating strict keto, so for this good behavior I'm giving myself a reward of a cheat. And this is something that even till today I still have this problem, because it's so many years of this sort of diet, this whole diet mentality that all of us have gone through. Like, even if we're trying to make it a lifestyle, it's inherently referred to as a diet, it's inherently referred to as a cheat meal. And my sort of way of looking at it is, okay, if it helps you to plan this one meal where you cut loose, and if that helps you to keep eating healthily, sure, it's no problem. But I think eventually you want to get to a point where you're not really looking at these things as cheat meals, or you're just eating. I'm just eating. Okay, so I'm going out with friends, I had a slice of pizza, it's okay. I'm eating my chicken breast, broccoli, rice the next day, or I'm eating my keto food the next day, or I'm eating my paleo food the next day. It's a lot of stuff to process and unpack, really. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm going with all this stuff. You know, what is the meaning of life? Are we alone in the universe? Ellen, hey, what's up? Awesome. Yes, so Stillbirth had come to Mumbai and I was at their gig, and it was incredible. I got the shirt at a show here, and I got to meet the guys as well, and they're absolutely super people. So yeah, keto is the natural way humans eat. You know what, guys, I'm not even going to go into this discussion of what is natural. I mean, like, I'm just done with those whole discussions and arguments. Like, it's just too much to process even. All I'm going to say is, look, we've evolved as human beings. We didn't sit in planes either. We didn't drive cars. We didn't have computers and the internet either. So yeah, just going to say that. You know what? I'm going to say this. I don't think, and because there's a discussion going on about kids and keto. Here's my thing. I don't think you need to put your kids on keto. Like, I'm never going to be a dad because I never want kids. But my thing is, I think if you keep your kids away from processed foods, you're good. There's nothing wrong with giving a child a sandwich with ham, lettuce, maybe a little cheese. There's nothing wrong with giving your child some rice and chicken stroganoff. There's nothing wrong with giving your child some noodles with veggies and meat. What is wrong is giving your child a packet of Oreos. What is wrong is giving your child a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Why do you do that? Why would you do that? That is just that's like just a sugar high. Why don't you give your children heroin then? Like, here's it. I'll give it simply. For one moment, forget all the diets in the world. I'll tell you what, if you eat simple, single ingredient, whole foods, you are likely to be sorted. Seriously, no matter which part of the world you're in, if you do that, whether you eat carbs or don't eat carbs, you will be fine. You know? Simple. Simple, single, whole food ingredients. You see all those Italians that ate pizza and pasta and were not fat? Yeah, that's because they didn't have processed foods. Pasta was made from flour and eggs, cooked in some healthy fats, maybe a little meat, maybe a little cheese, all natural stuff, all well made. Nobody got fat. Indian people, Asian people eating rice, noodles, broth, lentils, nobody got fat. You know when people started getting fat? When they started adding refined carbs with a lot of fat and a lot of sugar and eating 5 times a day and snacking on foods and doing all sorts of garbage with their lives. That is why we all got fat. I can assure you, people who didn't eat all the time did not get fat. Okay, 47 minutes. Now, I'm going to answer a few questions of yours. Yes, so swap out the vegetable. Right, so Tony has brought up a good point here. Vegetable oils, bad. Cook with good fats. Cook with animal fat, with lard, with ghee, with butter. Okay, let's answer some of your questions now, because I'm sure, you know, some of you want your question answered. But please, before you ask, I'm not your personal trainer. So if you're going to ask me why is my weight stalled, I cannot help you. Yeah, ask some fun questions, guys. How long has your beard taken to grow? So I think I shaved it off in May. Did I shave it off in May? I think I shaved it off in May. So May to June, July, August. I mean, it was back in like 2 months. Where did I go? Okay. How about avocado and olive oil versus ghee? Use all three. can you put afterwards in the comments your favorite bands? Want to buy my sons? Sure, I'm going to put some in. Dimmu Borgir, Behemoth, Blind Guardian, Camelot, Soilwork. Oh man, so many bands. I'll just put these for now. When will you have a collab with Uncle Roger? Oh man, that would be so much fun. Uncle Roger! He's fun. He's a fun YouTuber. Cowdy partner. So, if and when I do another keto cookbook, it will definitely be an Indian keto cookbook. When I do it, I don't know, but fingers crossed, maybe next year. Have you ever had leg cramps on keto and what did you do to relieve it? So I didn't have proper cramps, but I had like this weird sensation in my feet when I slept. So I took some magnesium. I don't know if it worked or not. Ellipse, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You don't like spicy. Is it difficult to find non-spicy foods where you are? Not really difficult. It's just that I avoid certain restaurants and I always make it a point to let people know I don't want spicy food. Where are you from? I am from Mumbai, India. Hydration helps with cramps. Yep, always stay hydrated on keto. Hello Mike, thank you, I am well and I hope you are too. What about Summoning? Ooh, Summoning is a good band too. Have you played around with your Instant Pot? Yes. Yes, I've been doing quite a few dishes in the Instant Pot, but to be very honest, my Instant Pot has mostly been used to make dal for my parents, and I've also done a couple of curries, and all my slow cooking is now in the Instant Pot. I basically use it like a pressure cooker. What countries have you traveled to? So Thailand, Vietnam, Rome, sorry, not Rome is not a country, Italy, Belgium, Germany, UK, Norway, I went to Dubai, I went to Nepal, Sri Lanka. A lot of these have been with my band and some of them have been holidays, but yeah. When did you start cooking? I think when I was 10 years old. Yes, we have done a lot of eggs in the Instant Pot as well. Parag, go to vegetarian recipes for weekday lunches. Thai curry all the way. Thai curry, palak paneer, paneer makhanwala. These three are fail safe. You didn't answer. Are we alone in the universe? I don't actually have the answer. Can you recommend a good electric spice grinder? McDonald's Farmer, I presume you're in America, so I don't really know which one to recommend because I'm in India and I literally just buy my spices pre-ground. Okay, Light D says Light D has hypothyroidism. I hear it's not recommended to cut off carbs. Look, if you have any medical condition, please consult a doctor or a dietitian or a nutritionist. I am neither of those things. I am a death metal musician who likes to cook keto recipes. That's all I am. In fact, I think I would like to be known more and more for my cooking as a chef, as a cook, rather than only keto, because I'm not a like keto recipes. Yes, keto advice, mostly my personal experiences. Not a doctor, not a nutritionist, not a personal trainer, not a personal consultant. Very important to know that. Did you visit Kerala? Yes, I have. Palakkad. Thank you, Ellipse. Is dirty keto as effective in losing weight as clean keto? Complicated question, because you have to first define dirty keto and clean keto. But you know what? Like I said before, none of it matters. If you are eating in a calorie deficit, you can eat mud and lose weight. When it comes to weight loss, I am very sorry to break the bad news to you. It is only a matter of calories. Whether you are aware or not of it is a different story. And remember, weight loss is not only on the scale. By the way, do you guys know this guy called Drew? I want to say Manning. Wait, I'll find him on YouTube. Drew, the fit to fat to 40 guy. Drew fit to fat. Drew Manning. Yes, it is Drew Manning. So Drew Manning is a guy who was like fully ripped, and he's a fitness trainer, of course, and he has never been overweight in his life, so he never understood the mindset of his clients because he was never obese. So he became obese and then lost all the weight. Now he's doing the whole thing again, and he's doing it with all the different diets. So he's been doing dirty keto, eating in a calorie surplus, means he's eating more calories than he needs. So while he lost 3 pounds on the scale, he actually gained an inch on his waist, which shows you very clearly that he gained weight. And weight is not just the number on the scale, it's inches on your body, it's body fat percentage. So very important to realize that. Thank you all for the kind words. I'm really glad you enjoy all my recipes, or whichever ones you like. Yes, there is a blood type diet, but I don't know how well it works, and I don't know if it has been scientifically verified. How many hours do you fast? I've stopped counting, but I basically skip breakfast now, pretty much. I love the hot Kashmiri chilies. So actually the Kashmiri chilies are not hot at all. Those are the mildest of the red chilies. Who is your guru? Heavy metal. I don't believe in gurus and gods and all these things. I like breakfast, but just not in the morning. Whew. Alright folks, it's been almost 1 hour now on the live stream, so I'm going to close it off now. If there are any last questions, I'll be happy to answer it. Yes, I do work out, and if you watch the earlier part of this live stream, you will see that I have spoken about my current workout regimen as well. Is it okay to occasionally consume tomato on keto? For the love of all that is good and pure on this planet, tomatoes are keto. Please watch my video on what foods are okay on the keto diet. You can eat tomato every single day. Now guys, I think I'm not going to take any more questions, but I'm going to say something instead to end this live stream. And I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I just want to tell you this. Keto is a metabolic state. Okay? You can eat a potato. You can eat a spoon of sugar for all I care. If your body remains in ketosis, it is keto. Now obviously taking just a blanket thing like that, yes, there's a reason why we eliminate certain foods, But the truth is, ketosis is a metabolic state, and technically, as long as you are in that metabolic state, whatever you have consumed is keto friendly food. Simple as that. So if you have half a teaspoon of sugar and that's all you eat, you might be in ketosis, and that technically means that even sugar can be keto. Yeah, we make keto desserts all the time with Lindt chocolate and remain in keto. So that's all I want to say to you. This whole thing is the keto police and this food and that food, and it drives you nuts sometimes. So tomatoes, onions, you can eat all of that stuff on keto. Just be cool. When am I streaming again? I don't actually know, but since I'm enjoying this, I'll probably do it again soon. But anyway, before I go, last thing, please go and check out the recent recipes I have uploaded on the channel here on YouTube. Smash the like button, leave a comment, and thank you all once again, and I will see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking.